What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, the one and only Sky Blackwell. Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, Sky Blackwell. Click the like button, like this video now. Click the like button, thank you. Click the like button now. I'm doing a video, another alkaline vegan wisdom video. This video is about coconut sugar. So click the like button. Click the like button now. Click the like button now. Pure organic coconut sugar. Yes. Click the like button. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Coach Sky. Master Healer Sky. Nutritionist, leader, prophet Sky. I'm giving y'all the message. So why coconut sugar? What is coconut sugar? First and foremost, coconut sugar. And shout out to Trader Joe's where I got this from. Coconut sugar is an alternative to cane sugar. You know, this is from coconut trees. This is from the flowers of coconut trees. You know, coconut sugar is from the flowers of coconut trees. This is not cane sugar. This is not table sugar. This is not, this is not man-made. This was not invented, So bottom line is this is the flowers. This is from the flowers of coconut trees in Indonesia, Indonesian coconut trees, the flowers and the nectar of the flowers is collected, is boiled, and is ground into a powder to create the coconut sugar. So this is the flowers of coconut trees, of Indonesian coconut trees. This particular batch, this coconut sugar is from the nectar, the flowers of coconut trees from Indonesia. And yes, the nectar of the coconut flowers is collected, is boiled, and they ground it up into this coconut sugar. So again, this is only organic coconut sugar. Like there's no other ingredients, there's no anything else. This is pure Indonesian coconut sugar. So why is this good? Why is this so amazing? Why is this so natural and so beneficial? One, it's an alkaline sweetener. Just like agave and date syrup and agave, those are both alkaline sweeteners. Coconut sugar is also an alkaline sweetener. A lot of people don't know there's a lot of, hybridized, man-made sweeteners out there. There's a lot of fake stuff. There's a lot of fake sugars, GMO stuff, high fructose stuff. Even cane sugar is bad. Cane sugar is artificial. It's man-made. They invented the cane sugar plant, so it's harmful. It's bad for you. You want to get to the most alkaline, the most indigenous, original source. And I learned this information from one of my mentors, Dr. Sabi, So this coconut sugar is a phenomenal alternative, to just white sugar. White sugar, table sugar, cane sugar, that's so bad. It's toxic. It's going to rob your body. It's going to harm your body. And you need to get to a healthier alternative like this. This is from pure coconut tree flowers, the nectar of coconut tree flowers from Indonesia, So shout out to coconut sugar, It's super great because, like I said, it's a high vibration. It's natural. You can use it, for different stuff. Like if you have a smoothie, if you want to make a fruit smoothie or a sea moss smoothie, you can put the coconut sugar in there. If you make a sea moss gel or a smoothie or a juice, or you're making some type of dessert, some type of bakery item, some type of vegan cake or vegan bakery treat or some type of dessert, or whatever, some type of food, edible item that you want to make sweeter, a sauce, a drink, a sauce, a soup, a dressing, whatever, a smoothie, ice cream, a dessert. Coconut sugar is a phenomenal alkaline alternative. Also, agave, the cactus agave, and date syrup, and figs. Figs also. These are alkaline, high frequency sweetener ideas. Using these alternatives, using these alkaline sweetener alternatives have helped people to reverse their diabetes. Obviously, of course, they have to go throughout the whole healing with the consistency with the herbs and the diet. But there have been studies shown, and there's been real testimonials from people who had diabetes and they stopped consuming sugar, they stopped with eating all the junk food, all the meat and stuff, and they chose, to use agave or date syrup instead as their sweetener. They use coconut sugar or agave or date syrup, and because that's alkaline, because that's high frequency, it's the most premium and healthy we can consume for us as humans. That has been able to give positive benefits for all people, especially people with diabetes and stuff, people looking for better sugar solutions, healthier sweetener, healthier sugar solutions, some type of natural sweetener that's real. Like I said, agave nectar, agave cactus, coconut sugar, date syrup, or you can use figs. You can blend up some figs and make a fig syrup or something. But yes, like, these are high frequency, high quality electrical sweeteners. Coconut is alkaline. Coconut contains a high vibration. It helps us to cleanse our body, helps us to increase our quality of life, helps us to be more awake. This gives us life. Instead of toxic, artificial, poisonous, fake candy, that they have in the commercialized mainstream with all that laboratory invented fake poisonous trash sugar, that they mass produce. That's gonna hurt everybody. That's gonna be bad for your teeth, bad for your colon, for your digestion, bad for your skin. That's why a lot of people, especially in America, they have terrible skin. They have terrible skin and they have all this acne, and it's because of a poor diet, especially sugars. That's horrible for us all over the place, and it's bad for our mind, it's bad for our spirit. Those fake man-made artificial sugars, it's trash. It's a distraction. But instead, like I said, when you're shopping, look for a better solution, such as coconut sugar for your sweeteners. For those of y'all that are making desserts or bakery treats or smoothies or juices or dressings or whatever you're cooking, you want something sweet, or some type of sauce. Coconut sugar is a phenomenal example. Like I said, this is from the flowers of coconut trees. In this particular batch is from the flowers of Indonesian coconut trees. This is from the nectar of flowers of Indonesian coconut trees. And it's just a big bag of coconut sugar. It's gonna last a long time. You know what I mean? You don't need to dump a whole bag, just to sweeten stuff up. Yeah, you can make some type of tea or some type of limeade or lemonade, or with the coconut sugar, it'll help sweeten it up. Instead of putting all that white fake table sugar that's bad for you, that's going to cause cancer, instead you need to switch to a healthier, natural sweetener alternative. So it's just a reminder, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Usually I use agave. I do have agave with me. However, right now I want to do a different video talking about coconut sugar because most of the time, I mean, this is my first video I'm doing about coconut sugar. Honestly, I've used it. I've been around it a little bit, but not that often. This is a something I haven't used as much. I usually like using agave or date syrup. It's more common and a little bit easier to find. And it's just cool. I like that for sweetening up stuff. But anyways, coconut sugar still gets the job done. It's still the same thing. It's just another sweetener, another healthy sweetener. So yeah, God is good. Pay attention to your health. Pay attention to your health. Slow down, make better nutrition choices. Like me, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I am alkaline vegan for 9 years now. 2026 is my 9th year that I'm on this plant-based vegan alkaline journey. And I'm grateful. I'm continuing to stick with it. I'm committed to this plant-based vegan alkaline lifestyle. And it's all about making smart choices. Like I could be all in a rush, all fast, and just getting some real quick, just what everybody else gets, just to get some real quick and cheap. But no, instead, I had to look for the right choice. When I went to Trader Joe's, actually at the time during the snowstorm a few days ago, the whole supermarket was empty. It was wiped out. I wanted something for my sea moss and for my smoothies, my fruit smoothies, to sweeten it in an alkaline way, and all they had like honey and like some maple syrup or something like that, and they didn't have agave. Normally they do, but they did not have agave. They did not have date syrup. So what was I gonna do? That was a perfect example. I chose to get the coconut sugar because it's an affordable price, it's organic, and it's an alkaline natural sweetener, and it gets the job done. You know what I'm saying? Instead of settling for the quick, fast option that everybody else is getting or giving up, just making an excuse and not even, getting a sweetener. No, instead, I had to make the executive choice, the top tier decision. I'm making a smart selection by investing into my health in a responsible way. I'm choosing to stay disciplined in my lifestyle so I can win and succeed every day. So yes, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity, health is wealth. Small choices, simple decisions like that, it adds up. And then that goes hand in hand with everything else. Like instead of rushing to get a burger and fries, instead of rushing to get a bucket of chicken wings, instead of rushing to get, a hot dog or, all this junk food, this greasy food, all this ice cream and alcohol, instead of that, you need to make wiser choices. Get more apples, eat more blueberries, eat more cucumbers, eat more okra, eat more olives, eat more avocados, eat more hummus, some more chickpeas, yes, some more basil, cilantro, arugula, some more mangoes and cherries and watermelons and papaya and cantaloupe and honeydew melon. Yes, that's the direction you got to go to become more efficient within your health. So that's my message, my reminder. Y'all can check out my alkaline vegan food playlist ideas on my channel, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I have a playlist of alkaline vegan food wisdom playlist, and shows all my a lot of ideas of different vegan plant-based information. Of course, I'm always continuing to produce and upload more helpful YouTube videos every day. However, I have a lot of value, a lot of helpful information already here now. So for those of y'all that are beginning the transition, the plant-based journey, the vegan alkaline lifestyle, you're beginning to level up and go forward on your healing, your healing, your spiritual growth and everything, your awakening, check out my playlist on my channel, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity, the alkaline vegan food ideas, wisdom. And also I have other playlists with other information, different categories for benefiting your health and just good vibes, different stuff. I have a lot of I have a lot of dynamic, different topics, but yes, stay on the right path and just, slow down when you're shopping. If you're shopping online, if you're shopping in a grocery store or at a farmer's market or whatever, slow down. Even when if you can even order vegan food. If you're on, the third party delivery apps, the DoorDash or Uber, Grubhub or whatever, you can choose to find a vegan restaurant or vegan options in whatever restaurant. You don't have to be like, oh, there's no way I'll be able to get plant-based food. It's so hard to get vegan food, alkaline food, this and that, all these excuses. No. Okay? There's Amazon, there's Walmart, there's Whole Foods, there's all these services, and many more that are helping people to get fed. There's many helpful services that are feeding a lot of hungry families. You just have to make sure you are ordering responsibly. Make smart, disciplined food choices. Make smart, disciplined food choices. Plant-based, vegan, alkaline food choices. There's no time for half effort. There's no time for slipping up. There's no time or room for, giving up or, just floating around, not doing nothing, not putting in no work. There's no time for that. Our health, our journey, our life with God is now, and it's always and forever. So we have to do our best to ascend. We have to do our best to evolve and become wiser. We have to elevate, So like I said, part of elevation requires separation, and elevation requires discipline and putting in that work on your nutrition, on your diet. So this is my message about coconut sugar. Of course, I'm a big advocate of coconut. I love coconut water, coconut milk. I love using coconut chips, coconut oil. You know what I'm saying? It's very beneficial for teeth. Oil pulling is good for our teeth, good for our skin, good for giving us natural minerals. And this is also another example of the coconut sugar, So, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Follow me, connect with me on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity, at Eternal Authenticity. Follow me, hit me up to schedule a one-on-one nutrition and wellness detox consultation at Eternal Authenticity. I will coach you, I will counsel you to lose weight and heal and level up in your detox journey. Message me to order herbal tea, sea moss, and I got ebooks, plant-based recipe ebooks to help you out with that vegan wisdom. And also I got the herbal detox information that guides you to the specific herbs that will help you to cleanse and heal yourself. Connect with me. Find a way to send me some positive vibes. Send me some supportive, good energy at Eternal Authenticity on Instagram, Sky Blackwell. Click the like button. Like this video now. Click the like button. Thank you. You are appreciated. Health is wealth. Take care of your health. Get some coconut sugar instead of, table sugar, instead of toxic poisons, instead of chemical, man-made, artificial stuff. Make the natural, godly selection. Make the organic, indigenous, healthiest choice with your food, nutrition, choices, selections. Be disciplined. Much love. Coconut sugar. Y'all stay blessed. And have a wonderful day. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live